Good morning. It's Monday, March the 30th, and this is The Drill. Thank you very much. I'm Ron, your host and the only true conservative in the United States today. I don't take my cues from the left. I will not pretend to be neutral. I'm not going to simply give you the facts and let you decide. I'm partisan, and I'm here to convince and persuade. I will tell you what to do, where to go, and how to hang your laundry. I created this podcast to answer the question most asked by conservatives, namely, what can I do? My podcast is short, approximately 5 to 10 minutes long, because shorter podcasts are easier to download and listen to, and shorter podcasts force me to get to the point. I've been listening to conservative talk radio since 1989. I've grown up in a socialist household, and I've seen the destructive effects of socialism up close and personal. My podcast is made available through Spreaker and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. Today, what can I do? Tweet of the day and a tailor-made crisis. All that when I come back. Thank you. What can I do? Look or listen for contradictions. The left denies reality, certainty, and morality, but they must use reality, certainty, and morality in order to make those denials. In other words, they contradict themselves. Socialists ask lots of questions, and they do so in part to suggest that they are open-minded and that everything in life is approximate. The socialists ask leading questions so as to get true conservatives to make statements against interest. So how does a true conservative handle these questions? By answering a question with a question. The true conservative can ask things like, "You don't really expect an answer to that question, do you?" Or, "Why should I answer that?" Or, if one wants to give a rather sharp response, you can ask, "So what?" Or, "Who cares?" One of the best things in life is to beat the left at its own game. Next up, tweet of the day. Thank you. The tweet of the day from KFI AM 640. Quote, Kansas barista says she was fired for wearing a face mask to work. The woman said the owner of the coffee shop was more concerned about the optics of having employees wearing face masks than their safety, unquote. As soon as I read this, I knew that it was BS. I knew from experience that no owner is going to fire somebody for what they wear to work. I know that they will, however, fire somebody for insubordination. As it turns out, that is exactly the case. In fact, the barista in question wore the mask to work, and the owner told her to remove it. She refused insubordination and was at that time terminated. Furthermore, the owner was not concerned about the optics, but was concerned about good order and discipline, without which no business can be conducted. Next up, a tailor-made crisis. Thank you. The China virus is tailor-made for the Democrats, psycho-epistemologically speaking. The left tries to brainwash us into believing the lie that the universe is against us, that the world is an ugly, scary, and unpredictable place. By withholding information and promoting superstition, the socialists in this country are trying to turn a temporary, manageable, man-made reality into something metaphysical and beyond our control. This is designed to create hysteria and a desperate search for leadership, which the left is only too happy to provide. In this case, with quarantines and lockdowns. What should the true conservative do about this? Get information. Find out. What is the incubation period? What is the fatality rate? What is the rate of infection? How long is an infected person contagious? How long is this pandemic likely to last? By asking and seeking the answers to questions like these, the true conservative can defeat superstition and the hysteria that comes with it, eschew leadership, and learn to protect themselves and their families. Back in a minute. Who is the true conservative? He's the person that has the courage of his convictions and is confident in what he knows. He's the person that understands that cultural conservatism is more important than political conservatism. He's not selfish, but minds his own business. He acts like an adult. He's a patriotic and uses common sense. He expresses what he knows and does so with certainty. He makes judgments, refuses to speculate, speaks clearly and definitively, and is not afraid to say no. He is open-minded, asking why rather than why not. He is consistent, credible, and influential, not ashamed of his existence, unafraid to learn or correct his mistakes. He is a normal American, and he is better than the socialist. He's a better friend, father, brother, family member, and a better person, period. You have to know that. If you don't know with every fiber of your being that being a true conservative is best, then you're wasting your time. And that brings me to the end of another episode of The Drill. And until next time, remember that the left has no authority, no power, and they can't win. Think about it.